What is the rock cycle? The rock cycle is a natural process that describes how rocks are formed, transformed, and recycled over time. It is an ongoing cycle that takes place on the Earth's surface and within its interior, driven by a combination of physical, chemical, and biological processes. At its core, the rock cycle describes the transformation of one type of rock into another. There are three main types of rocks: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Each type of rock is formed through different processes, and the rock cycle describes how these different types of rocks can be transformed into one another. The first step in the rock cycle is the formation of igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are formed when molten rock, known as magma, cools and solidifies. This can happen either beneath the Earth's surface, forming intrusive igneous rocks, or at the Earth's surface, forming extrusive igneous rocks. Some examples of igneous rocks include granite, basalt, and pumice. Once igneous rocks are formed, they can be transformed into sedimentary rocks through a process called weathering and erosion. Weathering and erosion break down rocks into small fragments or sediments, which are then transported and deposited in new locations by natural processes like wind, water, and ice. Over time, these sediments can become compacted and cemented together, forming sedimentary rocks. Examples of sedimentary rocks include sandstone, limestone, and shale. Sedimentary rocks can then be transformed into metamorphic rocks through heat and pressure. Metamorphic rocks are formed when existing rocks are subjected to extreme heat, pressure, or both. This causes the minerals in the rocks to rearrange and recrystallize, forming new rocks with different textures and structures. Examples of metamorphic rocks include marble, slate, and gneiss. Finally, any type of rock, whether it is igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic, can be melted and transformed back into magma through a process called melting. This magma can then cool and solidify once again, completing the rock cycle. The rock cycle is an important process in the Earth's geology, as it helps to shape the Earth's surface and contribute to the formation of natural resources like minerals, metals, and fossil fuels. It is also a reminder of the constant, ongoing changes taking place on our planet, and the interconnectedness of natural processes over time. How does the rock cycle occur? The rock cycle is a continuous process of transformation, in which rocks are constantly being created, destroyed, and reformed over time. It is driven by a range of physical, chemical, and biological processes that occur both on and beneath the Earth's surface. The process of the rock cycle begins with the formation of igneous rocks. This occurs when magma, which is molten rock beneath the Earth's surface, cools and solidifies. This can occur through a variety of processes, including cooling slowly over time, or cooling rapidly when magma is ejected from a volcano. When magma cools slowly, large crystals can form, while rapid cooling can produce smaller crystals or glassy textures. Over time, igneous rocks can be weathered and eroded by natural processes such as wind, water, and ice. This results in the formation of sedimentary rocks. These rocks are formed by the accumulation and compaction of sedimentary particles, such as sand, silt, or clay, which have been transported by wind, water, or ice. Sedimentary rocks can then be transformed into metamorphic rocks. This occurs when existing rocks are subjected to heat and pressure, often as a result of being buried deep beneath the Earth's surface. The high temperatures and pressures can cause minerals in the rocks to change their form, texture, and structure, leading to the formation of new rocks. This can occur through regional metamorphism, in which rocks are altered by heat and pressure over a large area, or through contact metamorphism, in which rocks are altered by heat from nearby magma. Finally, any type of rock, whether it is igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic, can be melted and transformed back into magma through a process called melting. This can occur through volcanic activity or through the process of partial melting in the Earth's mantle. The magma can then cool and solidify once again, completing the rock cycle. The rock cycle is a complex process that occurs over millions of years. It is driven by a variety of natural processes, including weathering, erosion, heat, and pressure, and is influenced by the Earth's geology, climate, and natural history. Through the rock cycle, rocks are transformed and recycled, creating new landforms and contributing to the formation of natural resources such as minerals, metals, and fossil fuels. What are the processes of the rock cycle? The rock cycle is a natural process that describes how rocks are formed, transformed, and recycled over time. It involves a series of interconnected processes that occur both on and beneath the Earth's surface. The key processes involved in the rock cycle include weathering. This is the process by which rocks are broken down into smaller particles through the action of physical and chemical weathering agents such as wind, water, and ice. Erosion. This is the process by which weathered rock and sediment are transported by natural agents such as wind, water, and ice to new locations. Deposition. This is the process by which eroded rock and sediment are deposited in new locations, such as in river deltas or on ocean floors. Compaction. This is the process by which sediments are compacted together by the weight of overlying sediments or by the weight of water. Cementation. This is the process by which sediments are cemented together by natural minerals, such as calcite or silica. Melting. This is the process by which rocks are melted by the Earth's heat, typically in the mantle or in the Earth's crust. Solidification. This is the process by which molten rock cools and solidifies to form igneous rocks. Metamorphism. This is the process by which rocks are transformed by heat and pressure, typically deep beneath the Earth's surface. Upheaval. This is the process by which rocks are uplifted and exposed to the Earth's surface due to tectonic activity, such as mountain building. These processes occur in a continuous cycle, driven by a variety of physical, chemical, and biological factors. The rock cycle is an important process in the Earth's geology, as it helps to shape the Earth's surface and contributes to the formation of natural resources such as minerals, metals, and fossil fuels. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications.